me grounded as I reach higher than I see. Is there something there for me? Pulling back the reins, letting go again. I'm not afraid. I'm not. All my life, one page at a time, I'll show you my true colors. No, no, I won't apologize for the fire in my eyes. Let me show you my true colors. It ain't your rainbow. I'm not afraid. Something tells me I know nothing at all. I've escaped my capture and I have no master. I promise with a lie is broken by design. What I thought I knew has been swallowed by the truth. It's time to light the flame right before it rains. I'm not afraid. I'm not. All my life, one page at a time, I'll show you my true colors. No, no, I won't apologize
Welcome back to the SimZone, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for round 3 of the Porsche Supercup at Barcelona. And, currently in qualifying, and it's night time. We don't usually have many night races or night qualifyings here at the SimZone, but I'm joined in the commentary box by J-Palm.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, very happy to be one more round here. That's a very nice track. I like this one. It's got combines low speed corners with high speed. It's got a chicane, a lot of opportunities to overtake, and with these cars, I think we are gonna see very good action here.
Yeah, definitely. And qualifying at the moment, it's quite close between the top few drivers. DasStopsChild currently on provisional pole with a 148.9. Melvin in P2, just shy of 5/10 off of the pole time there, and Video Gamer in P3, 6.5 off of DasStopsChild. But let's have a look at the standings coming into this round then. DasStopsChild currently leading the championship, actually tied with Melvin, both on 196 points coming into this round. And then Ifan is unfortunately not able to make it this race in third, just 27 points behind the two leaders, so he's sitting on 169. Kenny in fourth with 141, and Delore in fifth with 114.
Yeah, Ethan let us know before that he really wanted to race because apparently he lives very close to this track, and he's one of his favorites. So he couldn't make it today. I think top two that are gonna definitely be the ones that fight for the championship after this round.
Yeah, definitely. And Melvin not able to get close to the front row at the moment. DasStopsChild goes back onto pole with a 148.360. Track is now optimum. I think it was fast not too long ago, so times will be coming down towards the end of this qualifying session. BST lining up on the front row at the moment, just 2.4 tenths off of the provisional pole time there. Gets a bit of a slide, but keeps it within the track limits, I think. Nino Tobin and TSC Howardo, both reserves for tonight, so they won't be able to set a lap in qualifying. Let's see who's about to cross the line. We've got the number 7 car of Delore coming through the chicane. And now rounding off the final corner, 3.5 seconds off. Let's see if he can improve. Crosses the line now, and he does. Puts it into P6, 1.8 seconds off. So good improvement there from Delore, and Video Game, I think, has just improved as well. Puts it into P4. Oh no, puts it into P2. Just improved there, and it's actually Cheese Monkey that improved, puts it into P4. But look how close it is between the top two, 700ths. I think that's Cheese Monkey aborting his lap there. He just went deep into turn 1. But who else is about to cross the line? We've got the 66 car of BST NNA, and crosses the line. Nope, doesn't improve there. He's got about a couple more laps, just 2 minutes left to improve. And now we've got the 23 car, I think it is, yeah, Kurt, rounding off the final corner, 5 seconds off of the provisional pole. And DasStopsChild improves actually, but Kurt crosses the line, no improvement there for him. DasStopsChild puts it into the pits, won't be able to go out for another lap. So he's confident that he's taken pole here. We've got the number 14 car, Diogok, about to cross the line. No, he's not able to improve either. 2.55. So my diff does improve, but it's not enough to gain a position. And who is that who just crossed the line? Number 37 car, WGVDB, also 2.4 seconds off without any improvement there. Let's go back on board with Delore, who looks to have run a bit wide out of the chicane. Will it be an invalid lap, or will he be able to improve? Crosses the line. No, I think it must have been invalid. He's got one more chance to improve that time there. Now M. Ferrer coming through the final chicane. 4.6 seconds off. Got some comments in the chat from Paul Mitchell and Mr. CJ supporting Kenny. M. Ferrer there, I think he puts it up into P10. So another good lap from M. Ferrer. Got the 66 car, I think it was the 66, yes it was BST. Not able to improve, one last chance to do so. Cheese Monkey's in the pit, so he won't be able to improve. 23 is Kurt, still 5 seconds off. Nice line there through the final chicane, and doesn't run as wide as the other drivers do on exit. I think that's actually going to benefit him. Let's see as he crosses the line now. Puts it into P12. That is qualifying done. So a good improvement there from Kurt. 69 car now. SR Pada crosses the line. Puts it into P6. So Pips Delore there. And now we've got the number 14 car who I don't think is on a lap. Dio Gok crosses the line now. No, wasn't on a lap. 255. Sniff My Diff improves. And I believe that was WGVDB who also improved up into P6. So the top 6 just over a second here in qualifying. It's going to be close at the top. But DasStopsChild puts it on pole. And we'll be back very shortly for the race. Right, we are back now on the formation lap. Got a formation lap this time actually. The last 2 rounds have been a quick rolling start. Oh my god, that's a video game. We're trying to warm up the tyres, and he's put it in the wall there. That's
gonna be damage.
Yeah, it's gonna give him some damage. Oh, that's a rookie error there.
Yeah, it happened to me once racing at Monza. After the first chicane, I just being the whole race in the formation lap. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I've done
fun.
something similar in Silverstone. I was trying to sort the stream out during the formation lap, and I wasn't looking at where I was driving. I drove straight into the wall. And picked up
Yeah, because if you hit a car, well, the cars and the formation laps are basically ghosts, but the walls are still there. So if you hit the wall, you create ghost damage to the car. So yeah, he's picked up maybe 5-10 seconds. Depends how much speed he was carrying, but well, fortunately for him, it's just a 20-minute race, so he can make it up. Maybe it's not a big difference.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Let's get a quick track walk of Barcelona, Catalunya here. And on the start-finish straight here. Very, very long start-finish straight at Barcelona. Sector 1, very high speed. Turn 1 and turn 2, 1, 2 and 3 are quite tricky. But Sector 2 again, very, very high speed. And coming up to this fast right-hander. And then down into Sector 3 now. Much slower than the previous 2 sectors, much more technical as well. You've got the final chicane. That's quite easy to make a mistake on. But yeah, apart from that, I think this is an easier track than the past 2, Zolder and Zandvoort.
Yeah, it's more forgiving. If you lose control, it's less likely you hit the wall. Most of the places are open space, and you lose time, but maybe it's not like in Zandvoort or I don't know, Bad Horse, for example. Yeah, it's not forgiving at all, but this one is good.
Yeah, definitely. Got Mr. CJ in the comments. Why do I see people weaving in the formation lap? It's better to use the brakes for warming the tyres. On ACC on the game, yes. I think in real life it's better to weave and brake at the same time. But we've got the drivers lining up side by side now, coming through the final corner. I don't see any damage on the pink Porsche video gamer, but could be different for him. We're about to get going here on the long start-finish straight of Barcelona for round 3. And DasStopsChild and video gamer lining up on the front row. We are green, green, green. Looks like that's Cheese Monkey in the background just tucking in. And video gamer holding the inside line now. Cheese Monkey trying around the outside. He's got PST NNA on the jump. And oh, that's video gamer and Cheese Monkey coming together, managing to hold it. I don't know how they kept that one together. But yeah, good driving from those two. That's video gamer a bit loose on the exit once again. And I think everyone has made it through cleanly, so that's good. Joshua Howard, TSC Howard, sorry, up into... He's made some places, but we'll wait for the positions to change. Here we go, they're going haywire here. And he's up into P12. Oh, contact! That was... Who was that? Was that...
Nina Tobin, was it?
No. No.
Diogo.
Someone.
Kurt, I think.
Kurt.
No.
Diogo. No, who was it? We'll wait for the timings, the sheets to update. I'm really not sure who that was. But they better return the position after that hit. Now let's go back to the battle for the lead. And DasStopsChild still holding off Cheese Monkey here. Mr. CJ said, we're not driving F1 cars. There it's normal to warm them with weaving, yes. But on slicks, even in GT3 racing, you do see a lot of the drivers, if you look at their telemetry, in real life at least, and they do weave and brake at the same time, just to get that extra temperature into the tyres. But here we go. three-car battle for the lead, and I think that's Video Gamer having to cut the chicane, so he's going to pick up a warning, a track limit warning for that. Diff has got Nino Tobin. Oh no, Nino Tobin's got past Diff, so Diff's got Diogok on the back of him. There we go. The gap at the top is slightly opened up now, but BST is very, very close to Cheese Monkey. And
BST got also a podium last first race, I think it was in Zandvoort. So it seems like it's 20-minute short race. He's good at them.
Yeah, he is very good at the races. He's started on P3 and he's kept P3 from the starts, which is great. But Cheese Monkey starting P4 is up into P2. He's losing some time to DasStopsChild. He's pulled away about a second to these two now. And Cheese Monkey is going to have to think about defending. Got WGVDB up into P4. That's a great start from him. Video Gamer dropping back quite a few positions. Saw him make a couple mistakes on the opening lap there. It doesn't seem like he's got any damage on his car, but it could be different.
I'm surprised that Ron has not made any position. In fact, he's lost one position. And just as a reminder, he's currently in the second position in the championship, together with DasStopsChild. So yeah, I think he'll want to escalate more positions soon.
Yeah, I think he hasn't actually done much practice at Barcelona here. He's focusing on the GT3s, does the Porsche and the GT4s for fun. But yeah, running in P6. Oh, a bit of a slide there. That's not going to help his tyres. And he's got he's got TSC Howdo all over the back of him now. And Howdo just needs to be patient here. Nearly a slide there from Melvin, but he's kept it together. And Howdo now having a look up the inside, he's going to have to tuck back into the slipstream and wait for another day to make the move. He's just trying to show himself in the rearview mirrors of Melvin. Let's go back to the lead though. DasStopsChild has lost some time to Cheese Monkey and BST NNA. So we've still got a battle for the top three here. It's not over yet.
Yeah, it seems that DasStopsChild is not able to drive away, and Cheese Monkey and BST now they see him very close and to motivate them to push harder.
Yes, exactly. And I think the best bet for Cheese Monkey and BST would be to not battle each other too hard at the moment, because they've got DasStopsChild right in front of them. And I think BST is actually losing some time now to these two. They are a bit spaced out. And DasStopsChild now back into the groove of things. He's pulling away once again. But let's look further down the field. Video Gamer is catching up to WGVDB. I think the gap is much less than a second. Yeah, and you can see that TSC Howdo in the back has got past Melvin. So Melvin losing a position. He's got Nino Tobin, who also started the back all over him, and Kenny also joining in on the party. So a 4-car battle forming for P6, and we've got Delore now catching up to SR Pada, and Sniff My Diff down into P13. But there we go, DasStopsChild opening up a gap to second and third. So he's definitely got the pace on these two, but he needs to keep it consistent, and I think that's where he's going to struggle. We saw him make a slight mistake, and it allowed Cheese Monkey and BST to catch up. But we'll keep an eye on that battle. Let's go back to the battle for P4. Video Gamer is now caught up to WGVDB. And if these two battle hard, that's going to let Howdo and the rest of the group, the rest of the mid-pack, catch up to these two. But at the moment they're a bit too far to be battling. Video Game is trying to close down the gap, but WGVDB is holding his own here. I believe it's his first race in the Porsche Supercup for the number 37.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He didn't race at Tolde or Zandvoort. Yeah, just Looking at the gap at the top, seems like DasStopsChild now is pulling away slightly.
Oh, that's Delore. Yeah, into the wall there. And I think
What's
that's
happened there?
DeHuisRocker. Yeah, I think he got some oversteer and just went straight into the wall, probably a snap. And yeah, couldn't keep out of the wall, and that's lost him a position to DeHuisRocker, who's gone up into P11 then. And yeah, like you were saying, the gap at the top between the three of them neutralizing each other here. 1.4 seconds between the three of them. But looks like Video Gamer, the gap, the delta, I think he's not got past. He's made a mistake, and that is... Oh yeah, he's lost the position actually. Lost the position to Howardo, and he's got Melvin.
Yeah.
No, that's not Melvin. Who is that? Who is that? What car is that?
He's got Melvin.
No, that's another car. Oh, it's Nino, sorry. Nino's on the back of him.
Right.
So Nino making it past Melvin as well. And he's battling for P6 now.
Yeah, Nino didn't qualify. He didn't set up lap. Nino
Yeah.
and
Howardo. Yeah.
started last.
Yeah. Both of them are reserves for today, so obviously you're not allowed to qualify. And that's Video Gamer gone slightly wide. Nino's made contact with him.
No.
Oh no, Nino's going to have to return that position. It was a bit too optimistic, and Video Gamer has to be careful rejoining the track. But there we go, Nino's returned the position. Great sportsmanship from him, but a really opportunistic move he went for, and it didn't turn out well. So he's lost a few positions, and I think that's SR Pada now ahead of him. So that's Nino Tobin all the way down into P10, I think. We'll wait for the timetables to update. But yeah, I think Nino would be down into P10 here.
Yeah, Kenny makes it up to P7 now after the incident.
Yeah, SR Pada had a look up the inside there on Video Gamer, but had to back out of it, and that's compromised him on his exit. Nino Tobin's going to have a look, but no, very tricky corner to make a move here. But as I say that, SR Pada goes a bit wide. Nino Tobin has to be careful. Backs out of that one. Wise choice by him, but is he trying to keep around the outside coming to the chicane? Side by side? No, he's backed out of that once again. So good driving there from Nino Tobin. He's being a bit more cautious. Let's go back to this battle. I think Howardo has made a mistake because he's lost a position to Melvin.
Melvin, yeah. I think he was trying to fight with WGV, but he made a mistake. So he was very, very close to WGV for a battle for P4 last time I checked, and yeah, I think might have made a mistake. And the gap at the top now is increased to 4.6 seconds. Seems like DasStopsChild is going to have very comfortable last 10 minutes of race.
Yeah, definitely. So the battle is for P2. BST is catching up slightly to Cheese Monkey halfway into the race now. But the gap is 1.1 seconds. Was 1.4 not too long ago. And we'll keep an eye on those two to see if the gap comes down.
Yeah, Cheese Monkey earlier on our Discord service was saying that he didn't have much time to practice, and in fact he couldn't adjust the tire pressure. So I'm wondering now if these tires have got so hot that and the pressure so high that losing grip.
Yeah, possibly, but BST has made a mistake, so that would have given Cheese Monkey some relief. Gap between those two is now 3.2 seconds. So Cheese Monkey's got some breathing room here. We're currently watching Kenny, TSC Kenny, having to defend from Video Gamer now. So we've got Kenny leading this small battle. I think Nino's dropped off slightly to these two, possibly carrying some damage, I think, as is Video Gamer. But Kenny, after starting further down the grid, he's moved up into P7, so good progress from Kenny. Melvin now on the back of WGVDB coming down into turn 1. He has a look up the inside, but he's way too far back, so has to think about another corner. He's made contact. Very late braking from him, and that's going to lose him the position to Howardo. But WGVDB was lucky to not get wiped out completely there.
Yeah, I think he missed clearly his braking point, and I think it was a light touch.
Yeah, it was
Too
quite a
hard.
light touch. Yeah, and that's allowed Howdo now up the inside. Bit of oversteer there from Melvin. And yeah, there we go. He's lost some speed on the exit. He's got some damage on the front of his car now as a result of that contact. But we'll see if he can make some more positions back. Video Gamer now slowly catching up to this battle. Let's go back to here. Kenny, has he made a mistake? I think he has. He's lost the position to Nino.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit of oversteer there.
And Video Gamer as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, and Video Gamer. Yeah, he got a bit of oversteer there. A bit of a snap and nearly lost the car. And now SR Pada is 1.6 seconds behind him. I think it's less than that actually. Yeah, it is less than that. Coming down into the braking zone now of this very, very sharp corner. I don't know if you'd call it a hairpin. Or left-hander, let's say. I'm not too familiar with the corner names on this track. Let's go back to the battle for
I think that one
P4
is Acacia.
Oh, Howdo just running wide there on the penultimate corner, and he's really putting the pressure onto WGVDB. He needs to be careful not to make any contact with him. Rides the inside curb and nearly unsettles the car. You can see BST in the... that's not BST, that's Melvin.
It was Melvin, yeah. I think WGVD is...
oh, that's Howdo. Howdo looking up the inside, much later braking. Has he made the corner? He has just about, and that's WGVDB. Yeah. Cutting a bit of the inside. Very, very close between these two, and this has allowed Melvin to catch back up. And I think the rest behind as well have caught up a lot. Video Gamer is closing in super, super quickly to these drivers in front. And Howdo now up into P4. Can WGVDB fight back? This is an amazing battle. We've got a bit of oversteer there. Has he kept it out of the wall? He has, but he's lost the position there to Melvin. He's now got Video Gamer and Nino Tobin on the back of him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car battle here for P4.
Yeah, it's going to be a very long 6 minutes for him. I think he's been dropping the pace and dropping back for a few laps now.
Yeah, definitely. I think Paul Mitchell's saying what are the optimum tyre pressures for Porsche Cup. I think they're pretty similar to... I think they're the same as regular, as GT3s. Yeah, WGVDB losing a position. He's got Video Gamer and Nino Tobin on the back of him. Nino has to be careful here not to make any contact. With Video Gamer running a bit wide, you can see his car bouncing on exit. And he's run wide once again. Can Nino capitalise on that? No. Video Gamer got it tucked back in to the apex there. And oh, both drivers, WGVDB and Video Gamer have run wide, and that's allowed. Nino down the inside. WGVDB once again having to cut the chicane. He's going to pick up another warning for that. He has to be careful here because he could possibly get a drive-through. You don't want to be picking up a drive-through in a 20-minute race with just 5 minutes left to go. So he's going to need to watch the track limits in the last few laps of this race.
Yeah, it's easy to go wide, especially in the last corner. Yeah, it's Video Gamer trying. He's not having a very easy race. I think he's had some trouble in the beginning, some incidents here and there, and now he's catching up. He's got a chance to gain a couple of positions now. If he catch up with Nino or WGVD.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go to SR Padra as well, who's quite close to Kenny. I think these two will be battling now in the final few minutes of the race. They know they've got drivers ahead of them, but I think they'll be thinking about their positions. And that's Kenny once again going wide, and just about managed to keep the car. And I think SR Padra followed him off there. So no gain in time on Kenny, and the gap at the top has come down slightly. See once they cross the next sector line, but let's go back to Howdo, very loose on exit. I think he picked up the sausage curve on the outside once again. Oversteer. He's struggling with the tyres here, and Melvin's right in the back of him. Once again, we've got M. Ferrer into the pits, unfortunately. Oh, big snap from Melvin. Just managed to catch that in time before he lost the car.
Yeah, it looks like the last 5 minutes here with this temperature and it's a bit more challenging.
Oh yes, and like as you say that, Melvin runs wide. Another car in the background, I think that's Nino Toblin, also running wide and kicking up a bit of the gravel on exit. And he's got WGVDB just in front of him there. And you can see a video gamer in the background, but this driver's a bit too spaced out to make a move coming down into turn 1. It looks like Nino's closed in coming into turn 1. He's closed in a lot actually. WGVDB not so strong in the first sector here. And now BST closing the gap to Cheese Monkey. The gap is just under a second. We've got so many battles going on. That's Nino having a look up the inside. Bit of a compromised line there from the number 37 car. But Nino almost making contact under the brakes. Just about got the car stopped in time. I think WGVDB is going to be looking in his mirrors quite often here.
Yeah, that's gonna distract him more. We see now more and more cars going sideways at the last couple of minutes. Maybe helps to go, and especially in the straights, a little bit away from the racing line, try to pull these tyres.
Yeah, I'm sure the rear tyres are struggling tonight. Track temps is 27 degrees, which is quite high here at Barcelona. Now Video Gamer's caught up to the back of these two. They need to be careful. Nino. Oh, I think Video Gamer's made a mistake. Where is he? Yes, he has.
Oh.
And he's going to lose a few positions. Almost makes contact with SR Pad. That's very close.
Yeah, it's P10 now.
Yeah, down into P10. BST slowly closing in on Cheese Monkey. I think he's gaining time on the straights just due to the slipstream. But let's see, coming down into turn 1, he's quite far back. Both drivers using a lot of the entry curb. And a bit of a slide there from BST, using a lot of the curb on the inside. You see him correcting the car quite a lot. But has he gained any time? Different lines. He's run wide.
Oh, goes wide now.
And he's yeah, that's not going to help his battle for P2. But let's go down to Melvin and Howdo. Looks like Melvin's got the position. Didn't catch that on the stream. Howdo having a look up the inside. He's braked much later. Oh, it's the outside, sorry. Braked later on the outside. But not able to hold it. So he has to tuck back. And Melvin's going to have to go defensive here. Yes, he does. Howdo looking around the outside once again. Don't think he's going to be able to keep that. No, he goes off track. And has to settle for P5 once again, and once again this is allowed Nino Tobin and WGVDB to catch up to these two ahead. Let's quickly switch down to Video Gamer. Seems to be catching back up to SR Padra after his mistake, but he's got some damage on the right hand side of his car.
Not sure if that's going to be last lap. It's going to be very, very tight, I think.
Yeah, it is, and that's Melvin going defensive once again. Howdo trying to look around the outside. He's run wide there, so he won't be able to gain the position. He needs to be careful here. He's being very, very aggressive, but great to see he hasn't actually made any contact with Melvin.
I think the leader is gonna cross the line.
DasStopsChild crosses the line. Yes, he does. Finishes in P1, so he was very, very close. Cheese Monkey in P2, just about holding on to P3 from BSTNNA. Melvin. Oh, it's going to be extremely close. Howdo had to look up the inside into the final corner. Melvin's running wide, but he's going to keep on to P4. Howdo P5, Nino Tobin P6, WGVDB P7. Kenny runs very wide in the final corner, but manages to hold on to P8. SR Pada has got a sizable gap there too. Video Gamer, so P9 for him, P10 for Video Gamer, P11 for Diogok. Diff, who's quite a way back here in P12 DeLorean, P13. He's made a mistake, but these drivers do have enough time to finish this lap. He's got some heavy damage on the front of his car actually. But yeah, what a race we saw from the top drivers and the mid-pack as well. Much, much cleaner than last week, which is exactly what we like to see. And the Porsche Cup, Porsche Supercup proving to show some great racing, and I think it's just a matter of time before the rest of the drivers are closer to the mid-pack. I think we'll see that later in the season once everyone gets more used to the car. I think it's quite early days for a lot of these drivers, especially the ones that are new to ACC. But here we go, Diff finishing in P12, Kurt in P13, Delore in P14, and M. Ferrer was, I believe, 2 laps down in P15. So there we have it. DasStopsChild winning the race. Cheese Monkey in P2, BST and N8 in P3. We'll be back very shortly in about 10 minutes for qualifying 2. So make sure to stay tuned. Right, welcome back everyone. We're here for qualifying number 2 for the Porsche Supercup at Barcelona. And what a race we had in race 1. We saw DasStopsChild taking the win, pulling about a 5-second gap, I think it was, to Cheese Monkey in P2. And P3 was BSTNNA, who wasn't too far off of Cheese Monkey, but wasn't able to close the gap. And we've actually got some info from Cheese Monkey's tyres were actually underinflated by nearly a PSI. So that definitely wouldn't have helped his tyre wear at all. But let's get some predictions in the chat for your top 3 of this race. Now that DasStopsChild, Cheese Monkey, and who was it again? DasStopsChild, Cheese Monkey, and BSTNNA. There we go. Can't qualify. But let's see if anyone is able to get a lap time. Currently the 67 car about to cross the line. Let's see if, I believe that's Kenny, putting in a, what I believe is a banker lap, a 150.196. Definitely see that time coming down in the last few minutes of the session. There we go, SR Pada puts it on provisional pole with a 148.864. And now Mfera crosses the line, 2 seconds off. Also possibly a banker lap. Video Gamer puts it in P2, just 100th off of SR Pada then. Very close, and we've only started qualifying, but we're going to see the times come down shortly. 37, WGVDB crosses the line, not able to set a lap time, so I believe that must have been his outlap. Kurt also about to cross the line now, sets a time 2.9 seconds off. So I believe that is also a bank lap for him. Number 7 car now, Delore, crossing the line, puts it in P4. But let's go on board with we'll go on board with Delore actually, since he's just about to since he's just started the lap. He's 2 tenths up currently. Coming through this long right-hander, have to use the throttle to help the car turn, help the car to turn. These aren't fully GT3 spec, so they've got a lot more understeer than what you'd be used to in the GT3 cars. Nice late apex there from Delore, still about 10th and a half up in his time. Keeps it tucked in nicely. Doesn't use much of the exit curve. I think it could have been a bit earlier on the throttle. But now coming into this left-hander here, uses all of the runoff there, which is very good. It was a nice line from him. Now through this fast right-hander, very easy to understeer wide, and oh, he's got a bit of a snap there. That's not going to help his lap time. There we go, with 10th and a half down. Heavy braking zone now into this left-hander. He's gained some time through there, uses the exit curb, doesn't cut any of the inside, and keeps it tucked in nicely. Back out over to the left, use as much of the curb you can. Now put it into the middle of the track. Yep, there we go, into the final chicane. He's gained some time. I think he's got a bit deep into the chicane though. Bounces over the second curb, and there we go, he's lost some time as a result. So Delore won't be able to improve this time around. So let's look back now. Video Gamer setting the provisional pole of a 147.859, a second quicker than SR Pada in P2. Let's go back to Kenny, who is coming through the last sector, the last few corners. Gets a bit of a slide there before the chicanes. Is that going to hinder his lap time? Let's see. Comes through the final corner now. Doesn't take of the inside, any of the inside car. Knows it can unsettle the car. Crosses the line. Does improve by about 2/10, but it's not enough. Now we've got the number 69 car, who I don't think is on a lap. That's SR Pada. Let's see as he crosses the line. Yep, he wasn't on a lap there. Now we've got... Oh, we've had a disconnection there. I'm not sure who that was. Hopefully they can join back. But yeah, the number 23 car, I think it is crossing. Nope. My eyes are deceiving me once again. It's Video Gamer actually, sorry, number 20 car, who's not able to improve his lap time. Number 14, now Diego crossed the line, also not able to improve. 37. WGVDB in P3. So SR Pada and number 37 car just a second off Video Gamer here. Cheese Monkey, BST NNA and DasStopsChild not allowed to qualify for the second race as they finished top 3 in race 1. Just trying to work out who we actually lost. Let's...
It was Sniff, my diff.
Ah! So Diff
Yeah.
leaving the
I'm
session.
not sure.
Let's hope we can get him back in.
Yeah. I think he was at the pits when he disconnected.
Yeah, let's hope we can get him back in.
No, he was actually racing.
Oh, was he out on track? Ah.
Yeah, he was on track. Maybe.
So probably
Maybe
the
it's
connection.
crashed or something,
Yeah,
yeah,
something like that.
connection.
He's got time to join back though. Oh, actually not much time. But yeah, unfortunate for him. Now let's go on board with SR Pada here, coming through the final corner. Let's see if he's up on his time. A nice line there through the final corner. You can see how rubbered in the track is due to the black marks on the exit curb. But not able to improve yet. Number 20 car, Video Gamer, not on a hot lap here. So he won't be improving. WGVDB though, on the other hand, oh, gets a bit of a slide. As soon as we flick to someone, they seem to get a slide through there. And oh, he's into the wall. So that's his qualifying session over. Let's go to the number 23 car, Kurt. It's currently 2.7 seconds. M. Ferrer is returned to the pits as well. But yeah, Kurt's looking good through the final chicane. Oh no, he's taken a bit of a compromised line that's not going to help his exit here. So let's see if he's able to improve on his time though. Crosses the line now. And no, that's his qualifying over as well. Got 67, Kenny coming up to the final sector now. Just 3 cars out on track. So we've got Video Gamer, SR Pada and Kenny in a last bid to improve their lap times here. Nice line there through Kenny, no mistakes, but this is where he made a mistake last time. No sliding, no oversteer through there. Now through a bit of a wiggle through the chicane and on exit as well. I think he's going to lose a lot of time, but can he improve? Oh no, I think that's going to be invalid actually. And crosses the line with no improvement. SR Pada now coming through the final corner. Let's hope he doesn't make a mistake, because every time we flick to someone, they've made a mistake. Crosses the line, and no improvement for him either. So there we go. Video Gamer setting the pole time of 147.859. SR Pada in P2, WGVDB in P4, Kenny in P3. Kenny in P4 and Diogok in P5. So yeah, let's get some predictions in the chat of who you think will be in the top 3 for the race. Kenny once again P4, so he has a good chance today to grab a podium, which has been long awaited. We saw in the GT3s on Sunday that he was on for actually P2, but unfortunately made some contact was caught up in a collision and wasn't able to secure a podium. But let's hope his bad luck is out of the way and he's got his good luck now. But we'll be back very, very shortly for the race. Here we go then, just waiting for the drivers to make any last setup adjustments, make sure they've got enough fuel in their car. Just don't want anyone running out of fuel on the last lap. We've seen it happen before, so let's hope it doesn't happen again. But yeah, get your predictions in chat. Who you think your top 3 is going to be for this race. And let's hope we can get Diff back in. I think there is a wait time. So after that wait timer is gone, he should be able to join back. Yeah, Video Gamer and SR Padder lining up on the front row. WG, VDB and Kenny on the second.
30 seconds.
Diogo in 5th. Delore in 6th. Kurt in 7th. M. Ferrer in 8th. Cheese Monkey not able to qualify in P9. Likewise BST in P10.
Seconds.
And Nino Tobin in P11. Melvin didn't actually set a lap, I think, which is quite odd. He didn't finish in the top 3. So P12 for him, P13 for DasStopsChild, and P14 for Howdo. But here we go, getting ready for the formation lap now. All drivers do have their lights on. The track is much colder than it was in race 1. We are later in the evening here, and no cloud coverage either. And I think that's the main thing that drivers struggle with, is getting their tyre pressures correct. With one race being different than the other. Yeah, one race being different to the other. First race was warmer, this is much colder, but we are later into the evening, like I said. I think it will benefit Cheese Monkey actually. Actually no, it won't, because he was under pressure, wasn't he? So he's going to need to bump up his pressures quite a lot. Is that Video Gamer into the wall then? No, thank God. It's just the cameraman. Not in the best position. Yeah, a lot less weaving going on this time. I think drivers have probably read the comments. I say that and Video Gamer starts weaving, but probably read the comments just to ride their brake, which is much more efficient here on ACC. Yeah, a lot of the drivers further back are taking the shoes of Kimi Räikkönen, who does not weave to warm up his tyres. Yes, some of you may or may not have seen that clip. Okay, let's see if we've got Mr. CJ in the comments saying can he use a podium to get over his bad luck in all the races he had this season. Paul Mitchell also saying that Kenny needs a podium. It's long overdue. Yes, it definitely is. So let's hope he can keep it together for this race. But you're having the drivers who finished top 3, sorry, in race 1 coming through the field now. So the likes of Cheese Monkey, Nino Tobin, and BST NNA. Cheese Monkey, BST NNA, and DasStopsChild, who finished top 3 in the last race. I'm sure they'll be able to make it through quite quickly. But we'll see if any of these top drivers can pull away, make up a sizable gap to those who finished top 3 in the last race. I think that's the trick in the second race, to work together with who you're at the front with, just to pull away from those that are quicker and starting at the back, and then you can start to battle towards once you've opened up a gap. But for our entertainment, let's hope they do continue battling throughout the whole race. And here we go, lining up side by side, coming down the start-finish straight. Video Gamer and SR Padda lining on the front row. Who's going to get the jump? Oh, I think that was Cheese Monkey on the wrong side. Not sure what he's doing there. And Video Gamer with a very nice start there. Look, I think SR Padda was caught sleeping, and that's WGVDB all over the back of him. Let's hope they don't make it 3 wide coming into turn 1. No, it's not. Still 2 wide here. And that's SR Padda making contact with that was Video Gamer, so he's going to have to
Video Gamer
return the position.
He's back there. I think he's back at the back now.
Yeah, and he's going to return the position. We've seen a bit of contact there. Melvin and TSC Howard, who's lost the car there. So Howard is going to lose a lot of positions. Here we go. The shuffling begins. We'll wait for that to update. No, Howard is not at the top. I don't know why it's saying that. There we go. Now it's shuffled. And the WGVDB leading the race after the contact between SR Padda and Video Gamer. But props to SR Padda for returning the position. And Kenny is all over the back of him now with Diogok and Delore following in suit. That's Delore and that's not Kurt. Is that that's
Nino Tobin, I think.
Is it Nino? Yes, I think it is. He's already up into P.
Yeah, he's past him.
4.
StopsChild is coming.
Oh, look at that, 3 wide.
Fast coming.
That's 4 wide. Let's hope they can keep it clean. I think we've had someone back out. Yeah, they did. So made it a bit sensible. But look how many cars.
To be the Lord right now.
No, definitely not. Look how many cars he's got next to him. But yeah, I'm surprised how they kept that clean through there. Someone backed out. I'm not sure who. But it's so hard to tell who's who now. And we've got a train of cars here. Is that Kurt? Oh, just making contact, I think he had to. No, that's not Kurt, sorry. That was Emfera making contact with Video Gamer. But not much. I think it was just a bit of door rubbing. And Howardo's got a lot of work to do. You can see him there in the background running wide on the exit of the last corner. But BST, Cheese Monkey, and DasStopsChild have all made some good progress. DasStopsChild making a lot of progress actually. Up into P5 already. So the top drivers are going to have to be careful now. He's already on the back of them. But we're currently watching BST trying to make a move on who I believe is Kurt. Yeah, Kurt. He's trying to make a move on. Melvin's got past, but it's BST who's struggling at the moment. He's right on the back of him. Kurt's going defensive now, coming into the braking zone. And BST not able to get the move done yet. Kurt's left a door open though. And is BST going to have a look up the inside? No, not able to, but he makes a late look. And Kurt once again leaves in the space, has a bit of a snap on the exit. And that's going to allow BST on the outside. Is he ahead? Yes, he is. And Video Game is going to take the opportunity as well. But he wasn't able to get that done. He's gone for the switchback. He's going to have the outside, but I think Kurt's still got the better exit. But now Video Gamer moving back to the inside, later on the brakes, and I think he was a bit too late. Has he made the corner? No, he's overshot the corner. And he's going to lose a position or two. No, just managing to hold on to P11 there. Just going to go back to the lead now. GVDB holding on.
DasStopsChild is the best position, the fastest guys. He's made it to P5 already.
Yeah, he's right in the back of these drivers, and Kenny's lost a position there to Nino Tobin. And I think DasStopsChild's going to take the invitation as well to go up the inside. So Kenny losing 2 positions in one corner. Actually, DasStopsChild seems to be losing some time on the straights now. Extremely close coming down into turn 1. And I think DasStopsChild has backed out of it. Yes, he does. So a sensible driving from DasStopsChild. Very respectable there. And then DeHuisRocker is now on the back of these guys.
Nino Tobin made it through P2, but I think Kenny is still defending. He's trying to get this position back. Yeah,
he is. He's really attacking Nino Tobin here. But he needs to be careful of DasStopsChild behind him, because if he goes for a move, he's going to have to move off the racing line, take a different line. And that could open up the door for DasStopsChild, who's just waiting the wings to pounce on these drivers.
Wow, that's been very intense 5 minutes of race so far.
It's only been 5 minutes, yeah, it feels like it's been 10.
Yeah, it feels like a 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, but let's go back to this battle. It looks like Ferro's got past Kurt. We didn't catch that, but Kurt doesn't seem to be losing too much time. He wants to get the move done. He wants to get the move back on Ferro. We'll keep an eye on the delta between those two. Video Gamer lost a load of positions. He started on pole, and we know he made we know SR Padda made contact with him, but he's on a recovery drive now. It's just damage limitation for him in this race. Very close to Delore. Oh, very late on the brakes, and makes contact with him. He's going to need to stay behind. But he needs to be careful under the braking, because he's giving the rear diffuser of Delore some damage there. Coming down into turn 1, Video Gamer a bit too far back to make a move. Is he going for a lunge? Slipstream's working in his favour. He looks to be closer, has a look up the inside, and very late on the brakes. Delore leaves him the room, makes contact once again. I think that's definitely Video Gamer's fault. He's way too far back to make a move, and Delore losing the position there. I think it was the safest thing to do for Delore. Otherwise his car would take a battering. But Video Gamer up into P9. Let's go back to the battle for the lead. WGVDB still leading and holding off Nino. 4-car battle now for the lead. Melvin losing some time. That's Cheese Monkey passed actually. Cheese Monkey making the move on Melvin. Didn't quite catch that. Melvin. You can see in the background DeHuisRocker looks like he's lost the position to BST as well.
Yeah, but we see Kenny still holding up with the top 3, and you know, holding DasStopsChild well, he's holding the podium. He's doing well, quite well.
Yeah, and there we see. Sorry, Nino goes up the inside of WGVDB. So Nino into P1, and now WGVDB in the middle of this all. Kenny, like you said, still holding on, and that's the 37 car, very loose on exit, and Kenny's lost the car there. Where is WGVDB? He's had to cut.
He's also lost the position.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was contact, or if he lost it himself. And that's Kenny off the track once again. I think he tried to rejoin and made some contact. I didn't quite catch that, but some bad luck for Kenny. Once again, he's down in P8, P9, P10. Just having to wait for all the drivers to get past. But let's go back to the battle for the lead now. Nino Tobin's opened up a gap to WGVDB. Now DasStopsChild's going to have to get past as soon as possible. He has a look up the inside. Number 37 car goes wide. It's going to be a drag race down to the next corner. And DasStopsChild later on the brakes. He's left the inside open though. WGVDB but going for the switchback. Oh, I think they made a bit of contact then, and WGVDB has lost a position. So DasStopsChild up into P2, and now he's got his sights set on Nino Tobin, who's opened up a 2.2 second gap to P2 here.
Well, now we see DasStopsChild with chances to fight for the lead on the win on the second race. We see now Melvin, I think. No.
Yeah, Melvin and Cheese Monkey. Melvin had a look up the inside, but Cheese Monkey's going to have the inside for this left-hander, and I think Melvin's going to have to back out there. Is he going to try for the switchback? Let's see. No, he has to tuck in. Cheese Monkey holds on to P4, but he's going to have to go defensive once again. Melvin really not leaving him much room, but enough for racing. This is allowing BST to catch up. You can see he's much less than 1.8 seconds behind. It's about a second now, actually, or even less, coming into the braking zone. And DeHuisRocker also not too far behind. Video Gamer likewise, who's caught up an immense amount to these mid-pack drivers. He's definitely adamant to make some moves after his lap 1 mishap. But have we lost another driver? I think we have. Who have we lost?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Was Josh? No.
Yeah, it's TSC Aldo, yeah. So we lost Aldo, unfortunately. But let's go back to the battle for P4. Cheese Monkey still holding on. He's taking the longer way around the corner to have the inside for the next. So a defensive line there from Cheese Monkey, but BST has now joined in on the action. He's just waiting for these two to make a mistake. You can see in the background DeHuisRocker defending from Video Gamer, who's having a look up the inside. He's actually got the inside now, and I think he's going to have the position here. Yes, he does. So DeHuisRocker down into P8, and Video Gamer up another position. But DeHuisRocker's not going to let this one go easy. He's right at the back of Video Gamer, but didn't get the better exit. And I think Video Gamer is not going to go defensive. No, he's taking the normal racing line. He knows that DeHuisRocker isn't close enough. The gap at the top, 2.4 seconds, is not coming down greatly. That's Cheese Monkey with a wiggle on exit. Big snap from him. And Melvin up the inside. So Melvin, with his consistent pressure, managing to get the position on Cheese Monkey. Oh, look at that! Everyone running wide.
There's a green car behind. I think
DasStopsChild
lots of positions.
Yes, he has. He's made a mistake somewhere, and that's WGVDB up into P2, and he's got quite a gap to Nino and Melvin behind as well. So he's in a bit of no man's land. There, we've got stop go 30 for Kurt, I believe. That would be for speeding in the pits. I didn't actually see him in the pits. Too focused on this battle here, but that's unfortunate for him. He's going to have to serve that soon. So Cheese Monkey now going to have to do some more defending from BST and NNA. He hasn't been able to catch a break here. He's got two cars behind him now. This is going to allow Melvin to pull away. And they're actually catching WGVDB very quickly here. 3.7 seconds is the gap to P2. So we could possibly see a 5-car fight for P2 here in the second race.
Yeah, it seems like WGVD is a bit slower than the other two or three cars that's following him, but he's benefiting from the fight that these four cars are having all the time.
You can see Melvin slightly pulling away from Cheese Monkey, but it's not a lot, and he's run deep actually. Got the late apex, but I think it was a mistake there from Melvin. He's going to lose some time in that corner. And let's have a look on the rear view wing cam from Cheese Monkey. Oh, that's BST taking a defensive line coming down into the chicane, and he's very deep on the brakes. He's run wide now. That's allowed DasStopsChild down the inside. So DasStopsChild up in position into P5 then. And they've lost a lot of time to Cheese Monkey in the process.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, is WG taking advantage of all these battles going on and behind him.
Yeah.
So far, he's been able to hold P2 after 14-15 minutes of race.
Yeah, he's got some defending to do now. You can see him just up ahead there on your screen, exiting the corner. Melvin and Cheese Monkey are closing on him at a rate of knots here, very, very quickly. So I'm sure in a matter of 3-4 laps, they'll be right in the back of him, or even less actually. They'll be right in the back of him. So definitely going to be a 5-car battle for P2. And you can see on the map there is another car joining in this 5-car battle. Let's take a quick look at who it is. It's Video Gamer.
Yeah. Video Gamer. We saw him close to these guys before. I think he's dropping up a little bit, but
Oh, contact!
Oh, that was
That's WGVDB.
driver.
No, he
Oh.
lost the car. He lost the car on exit, and unfortunately, the drivers in front, drivers behind, weren't able to avoid him. So
I think this monkey got the worst part of it.
yeah, he did. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to avoid WGVDB, and a huge collision there. That's really changed. Really changed the result of this race. Melvin now into P2. BST in P3. He's actually lost some time. He's having to defend from DasStopsChild. He's having a look up the inside now, down into turn 1. Who's going to be later on the brakes? And DasStopsChild. Oh no, BST keeping around the outside. And yeah, good move, good defending there from BST. Very good driving.
Defending from the outside.
Yeah, amazing defending. But has he left the door open for the next corner? I think no. DasStopsChild is tucked back in. There we go. Kurt into the pits, serving his stop-go 30. Yeah, BST doing a great job at defending, and actually went a bit deep in the under braking, and that's going to allow DasStopsChild. He had a look, he had a think, but didn't get the exit to be alongside.
Yeah, now Video Gamer is much closer to these two.
Yeah, he's going to inch closer every lap, every inch, every corner these drivers battle. Video Game is going to close in. You can see in the background that's Cheese Monkey wide, trying to get past WGVDB. A flash of the lights from him, so not happy with WGVDB. So,
yeah, absolutely. Video Gamer I think was off track somewhere. Lost lots of time with DasStopsChild.
Yeah, he has lost a bit of time actually, so not sure what's happened there. And now you can see WGVDB and Cheese Monkey closing back onto him. And that's DeHuisRocker in the background as well. Not too far off of these drivers ahead. But Melvin's got a lot of work to do if he wants to catch up to P1. About 10 seconds, and I don't think it's going to be easy at all. We saw Nino.
It's going to be challenging. Yeah, Nino's having a very comfortable race.
Yeah, I think so, unless he makes a mistake. But if he doesn't, I think he's going to be finishing in P1 today. Let's look back to the battle for P3. BST still holding on against DasStopsChild. So
DasStopsChild probably wants to catch up with Ron. They're currently fighting for the championship. Even though DasStopsChild win in the previous race is going to be very good for him, but he'll want to keep this gap in points.
Yeah, exactly. I think DasStopsChild, if he finishes where he is, will be leading the championship after this round. Let's go back down to this battle here. Cheese Monkey trying everything he can to get past, but WGVDB looks to be quite composed in the number 37 car. Doing a great job of defending. Another flash of lights from Cheese Monkey. Really not happy with WGVDB there. And we didn't quite catch what exactly happened, so it could have been that WGVDB rejoined and took out Cheese Monkey, but he's run wide, and that's allowed Cheese Monkey up the inside there.
Yeah, I don't think it was WG fault. I don't think he saw the car coming. But we always say, when you're in the middle of the track, just hold your brakes and wait until everyone's passed, so before you make a move. But yeah, unfortunate for Chismaki, I think he was going to do a very good second race again. After I think he got a second position in the first race, so yeah, now he's got some job to do to catch up with DasStopsChild. I think is next, or Video Gamer, sorry, in P5.
Yeah, definitely. He's about 2.5 seconds to him, but he's already opened the gap to WGVDB, who's now facing pressure from Diogok behind. He's taking advantage of Chismaki and WGVDB battling. But he's right on the back, and we'll keep an eye on these two. But let's go back to the battle for P3 now. Actually, the gap at the top has dropped by a second, so Melvin closing in on Nino, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Just 10 minutes left of the race, and if it's a second a lap, I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be enough.
It's very close, yeah, but
for Melvin.
I'd be surprised if he keeps this pace for the whole 10 minutes.
Oh, it's gone
also,
up to 11 seconds. So he's made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, Nino Tom seems to be very, very consistent on this second race.
Yeah, Nino's done an amazing job, starting from the back actually, or towards the back, and up into P1 already. But that's DasStopsChild very loose on the exit, almost losing the car, but he caught the slide there, and now he's lost some time to BST. He's given BST some breathing room. Now he's going to focus on the road ahead of him instead of looking in his rearview mirrors.
It seems that DasStopsChild hit a rock now here with BST. He's been there following him for a few laps now, I think 2 or 3 laps, not finding the gap to overtake. I think BST is defending very well. We saw before this brilliant move on the outside.
Yeah, BST is an amazing defensive driver here at the SimZone. He knows exactly where to place the car, but is that DasStopsChild having a look up the inside? Now, we spoke way too soon. No, BST holding around the outside once again. Oh, he's got a bit wide there. DasStopsChild taking the inside curb, losing the rear, and oh, we've lost another driver. That will be M.
He's going to have the inside.
And yeah, BST once again holding the inside line, so he's going to keep the position. And retirement there from M. Ferrer. So not great to see a few retirements today, but I think it was less than last week, so that's fine. Let's go back to this battle. WGVDB still holding off Diogok. A lot of damage on the number 37 Porsche. Oh, big slide there from Diogok. Oh, holds the slide, holds the car. And I think that's the good thing about these cup cars, is you can save them quite easily. But let's switch back to this battle for P3.
And I think we're seeing Melvin are there already. So BST and DasStopsChild are catching up with Melvin, who's is having difficult times now in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, but you can see how much BST is holding up DasStopsChild here. He's not able to get past. Just under 8 minutes left of the race. Can DasStopsChild get a move, get the position? He had a think into turn 1, but he wasn't close enough. So he's going to have to do it in another corner as BST mounts the inside curb. Is DasStopsChild going to go for the switchback here? No, I think he tried the outside. But yes, that's not going to work. He's going to focus on the exit to try and get the run on the next corner. Has to back out of that once again. BST going a bit defensive. Much more aggressive into the corner. And he's got a bit of a slide. Is he going to be able to hold on? He's left the inside open. DasStopsChild, no, has to back out of it.
I think they should work together to catch up with Melvin. They've really got better pace. We try to overtake Melvin, and after that, fight for P2. There's not much time left, probably. That's why.
Yeah, that's the best option, I think. But DasStopsChild could also be thinking, I'm much faster than BST. I can easily catch up and overtake Melvin.
And VST. Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not being easy for him to overtake VST so far. We've seen him now for what, 4 or 5 laps.
Yes, it feels much longer than that. But it's been stuck
It
behind
feels
him
forever,
for around.
just driving behind BST.
Yeah, he's just continuously looking at the rear end of that Porsche, and oh, Melvin making a mistake through the chicane. Diogog having to not Diogog, DasStopsChild, getting mixed up with my names today. DasStopsChild having to take an evasive line there, just to avoid making contact with BST.
Yeah, they both had to lift off and prevent collision, but I think Melvin is struggling. I don't know what's happening there. Maybe the tires, if they've just dropped, but look at that again. They've caught up with him.
Yeah, and that's Video Gamer in the background as well, catching up.
Video Gamer, yeah.
But yeah, I think Melvin is struggling with the tires here at Barcelona. The track temp has gone down, I believe, by a couple of degrees since we started. But he's taking a different line through this corner to the two drivers behind. He's going for a later apex, but doesn't seem to be working there. He's run wide and kicked up some gravel. This is going to allow BST and DasStopsChild to close right up to the back of him once again. Bit of a wiggle there from BST.
Maybe if they got a looser setup now, they're struggling with lower temperature.
Yeah, I think so. Probably not prepared for this lower temperature. Flash of the lights from BST, trying to have a look for the outside. He's going for the switchback, and I think he's got it done. Oh, bit of a slide on exit. That's going to compromise his run. And can DasStopsChild have a look up the inside? No! Look how close these drivers are. Unbelievable.
Sputter for P2.
Yeah, brilliant driving. And Video Game is caught up to the back of them now. So pretty much a 4-car battle for P2. Melvin having to go defensive. He's gone deep on the brakes. And look at this, almost pushing each other around. So yeah,
Melvin's going to try to hold a P2 at any cost, but I think the other 3-4 drivers are much faster.
Yeah, he's taking the inside line. He's trying to go offline to break the slipstream, go defensive. You can see everyone behind him following him. That's Video Gamer taking advantage of that, going down the inside of BST. A great move there by Video Gamer. BST getting caught out on that. And look at that, Cheese Monkey slowly catching up to these drivers ahead as well. He's really not far behind. So I think in a lap or two, he'll be right up the back of them.
Yeah, well, that was unexpected for BST. He was fighting for P2, suddenly he's out of the podium.
Yeah, that's the thing with making just one slight error. You can lose a number of positions when you're so bunched up. And BST now down into P5, which was, yeah, like you said, very unexpected. And Cheese Monkey closing the gap, now 1.7 seconds. I think it might be less than that. We'll have a look across the next sector line. But Melvin once again having to defend from DasStopsChild. Now coming down this long straight towards the heavy braking zone. He's going defensive very early, moving back over, keeping the car in the middle though. And that left him prone to the switchback the last time around, but DasStopsChild not able to get that done. Video Gamer now just waiting patiently for these two drivers to make a mistake. Cheese Monkey is well within a second now to BST, so he's in for the fight, he's in for the battle. But Nino has led an exceptional race. He's hasn't put a foot wrong, and it's pretty much a Sunday drive for him. 17 seconds, unbelievable, in half an hour. It's quite a gap, but Cheese Monkey looks to have got the much better exit out of last corner. Is he going to have a look coming down into turn 1? He had a think, but double, what's the word? I can't remember the word, but yeah, he had to back out of that one. As we see,
Yeah, same.
Melvin and DasStopsChild going side by side. Is DasStopsChild going to have the inside? Melvin seems to be slightly ahead. He's going to try and hold it around the outside. He's left the room for DasStopsChild, who's taken the invitation and he's gone up the inside. Will that leave him prone to Video Gamer? No, Video Gamer has to tuck in. And here we go, 5-car battle for P2. I think DasStopsChild is going to run away with this. No, I spoke too soon. Melvin having a look up the inside. He's going to respond. And will he have the move done? No, DasStopsChild holding around the outside, almost making contact,
very
leaving
tight.
just enough room. But no, DasStopsChild keeping the position.
Yeah, he's got the inside now. It's gonna be ahead in the straight, but yeah, that's the fight for between the top two in the championship.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a
DasStopsChild.
great battle we're seeing right now.
Yeah, definitely. And Melvin trying to go for the switchback. I think it's worked. DasStopsChild has run wide. Is this going to lose him
Video
a
Gamer
few
as well on the
positions?
other side.
All 3 wide.
All
They've
3 wide.
sandwiched
Oh.
Melvin there, and I think that was a bit of a collision. Unexpected, actually. DasStopsChild just tried to keep his car ahead of the other two, and he just ended up sandwiching Melvin
Yeah, he
there.
got the worst part. I think he's now in P5.
Yeah, Melvin's still holding on and gaining out of that, gaining position actually. BST actually as well, back into P3. So also came out on top of that, but Melvin going defensive once again. So able to hold on to P2 at the moment. And Video Gamer seems to be struggling. Cheese Monkey has a look up the inside. Oh, he's made contact. He's going to have to return that position. Yes, slows down. And Video Gamer gets going. I think that's the second time this race he's been spun around. But a great sportsmanship there from Cheese Monkey for waiting for Video Gamer. And they've both lost the position to... Actually, no, they haven't. Actually, yes, they have. Both lost the position to DasStopsChild, who's now to P4. But BST all over the back of Melvin. Race is actually, the time has gone to 0. And Nino Tobin's coming through the final sector now. Let's go back to this battle. Can BST get past? He's running out of corners here. He's running out of time. About to enter the 3rd sector at the end of the straight. Melvin's going defensive. BST looking around the outside. Is he going to be able to get the switchback? No, I think he's a bit too slow there. Second guessed himself. That's the word I was looking for. But Nino Tobin finishing in P1. Crosses the line. There we go. That's his race. A very dominant race from Nino Tobin. Melvin just about holding on. Now coming down towards the final chicane. I think he'll be able to hold on here. BST had a look up the inside, but he's too far back to get the move done. If Melvin can keep this last corner clean, he'll come home in P2. There we go. P2 for Melvin. P3 for BST NNA. DasStopsChild rounding off the final corner in P4. Video Gamer holding off Cheese Monkey in P5. Cheese Monkey in P6. WGVDB coming through the final chicane in P... Oh wait, what's happened there? Delore? No, he's made a mistake. So Delore in P7. Diagok in P8. SR Pada in P9. WGVDB with a mistake in P10. Kenny in P11. Not the best race for him. Kurt in P12. Retirement from Emperor in P13. Retirement for Howardo in P14. Diff with a disconnection, and Didi with connection errors as well. There we have it. Nino Tobin finishing the race in P1. Melvin in P2. And BST in P3. Let's see if we can grab anyone in for an interview. I'm not sure if we will today, actually. I know Melvin won't be able to do interviews. Nino might, but I think we'll leave it for today. But great battling from the majority of the grid tonight. Oh, actually, there we go. Got Nino in the commentary box. Let's move him over. Right, welcome Nino. Congratulations on P1. Absolute dominant performance from you. Led the race from within a few laps, really, and didn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah, I had an amazing start, and I kept on going. Created a big gap to P2 all of a sudden, and just concentrated to the things ahead, not focusing on what's going on behind me. And I think that has won me the race. So yeah.
It's a great performance for you, starting at the back, or towards the back, and finishing in P1. But yeah, I think if you did compete in Porsche Supercup as a regular driver, I think you'd easily beat Battening for the championship.
Yeah, I hope there's going to be a spot free for the championship so I can join. I really want to compete these guys. I know on this track I was fast, but maybe let's see what my pace is on other circuits.
Yeah, but great to have you here tonight, and we'll definitely get you in if there is a spot. Congratulations on P1, Nino, and we hope to see you next week.
Definitely, thank you.
Congrats. So there we have it then. That's your race winner from today, Nino Tobin. And that's it for the stream, really. Make sure to tune in on Thursday for the GT4s. That will be at the same time, 8 PM GMT. But until then, have a great evening, and we'll see you then. Good night.